I'm Q-Bert, and I've got all the right moves. When they said fame would go to my head, they weren't kidding.
Gotcha.
Q-Bert's the game that two can play. If you win the most pegs, you got it made. Pretend to be cute, it suits your mood. Or pretend to be slick, the trick you do. Or pretend to be slick, the trick you do. Or pretend to be slick, or pretend to be slick, or pretend to be slick, trick you dude. Jump in that pyramid. Pretend to be slick, trick you dude. Jump in that pyramid. Jump in that pyramid. Up and down. Hit a nasty, ends around.
All right, I'm back. I found the video. So this is a whole nother video. All right, I'm gonna flip this around. I'm gonna wait till some people come in. So I found the video of Q-Bert saying the N-word. All right, I'm gonna turn this around. This is a video. I don't think anybody has really heard this. This was from turntable TV. That was unearthed. All right, so let's click on this. We're gonna click on full screen. So this is Q-Bert. this is Q-Bert saying the N-word. So you gotta tell me how y'all feel about this. So this is Q-Bert saying the N-word multiple times, not just once. So just.
Cool. Alright, check it out.
You know I was slamming now.
That's dope. Hell yeah.
Damn, you been slamming the fucking shower. Shower. What are you talking about? I took the shower and shower in mud. Nigga, come on, boy. I'll get your fucking ball, nigga. This is a fucking mud fucking circle. No. Come through later though. Alright. Because scratch more what you got. We need you this time. I'll fucking see it.
So he said, shower nigga, you got shower nigga. All right, is that cool for a Filipino American to tell a black man he's got a shower negro N-word? Right, he's saying the N-word over and over. All right, so let's.
Need some more. You can patch up your ass face. Hold on. That's just how it. Hold on. Pass up your mouth, dude. Yeah. Hey, you better patch up your asshole, nigga. That's what I'm fucking reading. Yeah, get the fuck out of here, nigga. That's cool, alright? Gotta go play some movies.
So he said, patch up your a-hole N-word, right? Is that cool? Let's play this again. All right, let's see. Let's play this again. So this is Q saying the N-word multiple times. I finally found the video. It took me a second to find it. Let's see. Where is... I'm going to press play. Why is this not loading? I'm pressing play. I think I have to hit play here or something. There we go.
Cool. Alright, check it out.
You know I was slamming now.
That's dope. Hell yeah.
Damn, you been slamming the fucking shower. Shower? What are you talking about? I took the shower and shower in mud. Nigga, come on, boy. I'll get your fucking ball, nigga. This is a fucking mud fucking circle. No. Come through later though. Alright? Because scratch more what you got. We need you this time. I'll fucking see it. Need some more. You can patch up your ass face. Hold on. That's just how it. Hold on. Pass up your mouth, dude. Yeah. Hey, you better patch up your asshole, nigga. That's what I'm fucking reading. Get the fuck out of here, nigga. That's cool, alright? Gotta go play some movies.
So I counted 7. I counted 7 times. Q-Bert said the N-word 7 times in 59 seconds. So that's an average of 1 N-word per 10 seconds, right? And a mathematical tip, being very mathematical about this. So how do y'all feel about this? Like, this is a whole nother video. Oh, we got Complex in the house, So this is we got Marcus, Jordan in the house, got a bunch of people in the house. So yeah, I don't know how y'all feel about this, So I just counted 7 times. I'm gonna count again. You know, I'm pretty sure it was 7 times in 6 minutes. So yeah, subcomplex. So we're gonna play this again, and I'm gonna count the N words, and I'm gonna say 1, 2 every time I hear it. So I just counted 7 this time, but I'm not sure if it was 7. So I'm gonna play it one more time. All right, so let's see. So this is DJ Qbert saying the N word. I counted 7 times within 59 seconds. But let's see. Why is this going all slow? I'm literally thought I was, maybe that's not the actual thing. Yeah, I'm pushing the wrong thing. That's what it is.
Cool.
That's 1.
You know I was slamming now.
That's dope. Hell yeah.
Damn, you been slamming the fucking shower.
2.
Shower? What are you talking about? I took the shower and mud. Nigga, come on.
3.
I'll get you a fucking ball, nigga. This is a fucking
4.
fucking circle. Come through later though. Alright. Cause scratch more what you got. I don't think we need you this time. I'll fucking see it. Need some more. Patch up your ass face. Hold on. That shit's happening. Hold on. Pass up your mouth, dude. Okay. Hey, you better patch up your asshole, nigga.
5.
Get the fuck out of
6.
here. Now go play some movies.
I think that was 7. Yeah, maybe 6, 7. Yeah. So I counted about 6 or 7. The video was acting funny, so I'm gonna play it one more time. And this also brings up a debate too. In the future, we're gonna be talking about, you know, is it cool for people to scratch the N word? Because I think I came at somebody a couple years ago. About, it was a Caucasian DJ from Europe, and he was like, and it's different to play a song that has the N-word in it, but he was actually scratching just the N-word, just like scratching just the N-word. So I'm going to do a whole video in the future of, is it kosher in turntablism to scratch the N-word? But yeah, this is just, I finally found that video I was looking for in my last lecture. So this is just, you know, a video of this specific event. So I'm going to count one more time. And it seems like this is just kind of, I'm going to close some windows. You see, I got a million windows open. I'm going to close a whole bunch of windows. All right, so this is the video.
Cool. Alright, check it out.
You know I was slamming now.
That's dope. Hell yeah.
Damn, you been slamming the fucking shower.
2.
Shower? What are you talking about? I took the shower and mud. Nigga, come on,
3.
I'll get you a fucking ball, nigga. This is a
4.
mud fucking circle. Come through later though. Alright. Cause scratch more what you got. I don't think we need you this time. I'll fucking see it. Need some more. Patch up your ass face. Hold on. That shit's happening. Hold on. Pass up your mouth, dude. Okay. Hey, you better patch up your asshole, nigga.
5.
Get the fuck out of
6.
here. Now go play some movies.
Yeah, I think he said it twice at the end really fast. That part.
Fuck out of here, nigga. That's cool, alright? Now go play some movies. Up your asshole, nigga. That's fucking read it. Get the fuck out of here, nigga. That's cool.
Yeah, he said it 7. Yeah, 7 times. Yeah, because he said it twice really fast right there. So that's 7. I think that's...
Get the fuck out of here, nigga. That's cool, alright? Now go play some movies.
So he's saying, you know, he's dissing the guy, you know, it's his friend, and yeah, people supposedly use it as a term of endearment. But yeah, you know, given that he's come out on some All Lives Matter stuff, these videos of him just like gratuitously saying, you know, the N-word this many times within a short period of time is kind of troubling to many people. So this just came to my attention, you know, like a week ago. Somebody just showed me this video, and I was like, whoa. So, you know, this is another video that we're gonna have to talk about in the future. So yeah, let me see. All right, so yeah, that's so this was posted by a guy named Chris Robish, I guess. He says Q-Bert is a clown. Turntable TV has him dropping the N-word liberally all over it. but he couldn't say Black Lives Matter once during a 30-minute interview. That plus his friends had to write a takeaway article to control his exposure and explain that he supposedly learned a lesson. A lesson, I might add, that he himself hasn't said he's learned. I've lost a lot of respect for a bunch of folks who have come to his defense and given him a major pass. If you need me, I'll be on IG or Twitter, Facebook. Has too many Q cult trolls. All right, so this gentleman is not defending Q's All Lives Matter stuff. All right. So I wonder. Let me see if his. Let's see. Yeah. So yeah, he says there's more examples too, but yeah, he was able to find that one. All right. Cool. So yeah, we got that down. So yeah, Masha. I was just playing it for those who are just coming in. I'll play it one more time. This is DJ Qbert saying the N-word maybe 7 times within 59 seconds. So that's at least once every 10 seconds, less than once every 10 seconds, maybe one every 7 seconds or something, whatever 60 divided by 7 is. All right. All right. So let's see. So let's play this. And yeah, so he says the N-word 7 times in 60 seconds.
Cool. Alright, check it out.
You know I was slamming though.
That's dope. Hell yeah.
Damn, you been slamming the fucking shower. Shower? I took the shower in mud. Nigga, come on, boy. I'll get you a fucking ball, nigga. This is a fucking mud fucking circle. Nah. Come through later though. Alright. Cause scratch more what you got. I don't think we need you this time of fucking season. Need some more patch up your ass face. Hold on. That shit's out there. Hold on. Pass up your mouth, dude. Yeah. Hey, you better patch up your asshole, nigga. That's what fucking reading. Get the fuck out of here, nigga. That's cool, alright? Gotta go play some movies.
So I was just playing that because I'm gonna flip this around. So yeah, I was just playing that because there's the whole debate now going on about Q-Bert's lecture, and people were feeling that he was insincere and he never apologized for his comments. So Masha asks, "Is this the DJ guy?" So yeah, the guy that was the shorter guy, that's DJ Qbert, and the guy that was the taller guy, the Black American guy, that was one of his friends that was in his studio, or one of his friends, because he was clowning him, obviously. He's like, "Let me patch up your a-hole N-word," and the guy was like, "Hey, let me tape up your mouth or shut your mouth or something." And he was trying to kind of, Jones back on him. But see, the fact that Qbert was jonesing on him, or kind of clowning him, he was clowning his friend and saying the N-word. That's what's, very, very problematic. So people that are watching this right now or on YouTube, when this is up in the YouTube in the future, just, let me know what your thoughts on this. Is that cool, what he just did? Is it cool for a Filipino-American cat, an Asian cat, to be like, to say the N-word, 7 times in 60 seconds while clowning something? Like, he wasn't like, "Whoa, N-word, that's crazy over there." He was like specifically directing his N-words at the guy, like "N-word, you crazy. N-word, you stupid. N-word, you silly," right? Like he's, trying to kind of clown the guy and make fun of him being like a comedian on air, So, obviously, in Black culture, people use that word, but just like with how let's say maybe within, if we talk about like the Holocaust, only people that are of Jewish American, or Jewish descent can really talk about all those terms or joke about those terms or things like that. So when it's a very, very touchy issue, usually people feel that somebody that is of that particular group are the only ones that have the license to talk about that on certain levels. And I agree with that. You know, like I don't think that, you know, anybody, you know, like I think that, let's say you have a Jewish comedian that were to speak on, you know, the Holocaust, or a Jewish scholar or something like that, you know, they should be able to talk about the subject in any way they want and make movies about it or whatever. But you know, let's say, you know, and the same within the Black American context, if we're talking about slavery and the slavery Holocaust, the Black Holocaust, those are things that, you know, obviously we should be able to talk about. So the N-word issue is a very interesting issue for hip hop and social sciences and political sciences and talking about those issues. So I'm bringing up this Q-Bert thing because the N-word is a very, very serious debate. And so Masha says, I feel like because we're holding white DJs, rappers, etc. accountable, I don't think that we give people from other groups a pass. And by, I mean, not me, obviously my black peeps. Yeah. All right, we got Walter Scratch in the house, Cartagena. Shout out to Walter Scratch. Shout out to everybody. Shout out to everybody out there in Colombia, the whole Cartagena, everybody. Yeah, it's a very, very serious issue. You know, I was at a DJ battle once, and I think it was on Broadway, and I think J-Rude the Damager, I remember Cutting Candy was in it. She was in the battle, and J-Rude the Damager was one of the judges, even though it was a DJ battle. He was one of the judges, and I can't remember who the other judge was, but I remember they had a rapper that like performed earlier, like before the battle, and this was at like a shoe store, like, you know, at a shoe store on Broadway, right next to that right next to Blades. Anybody that's a New Yorker knows what Blades is. It was that shoe store or whatever that was like right next to Blades, and they had a DJ battle inside, and on Broadway. And so there's a Puerto Rican artist got on, and he started rapping, and you know, obviously within Puerto Ricans, there's people like myself that are black, and then there's people that are, you know, have, you know, very straight hair, and they're, you know, more European, less mixed or whatever, less admixture. And he got on the mic, and, you know, he appeared to be very much more European, Spanish, and he got on the mic and he was rapping, and then he was like saying N-words. And J-Rude the Damager got on the mic and was like, yo, son, you know, I'm from East New York, you know, we don't play that Puerto Rican N-word stuff over in East New York, you know. So, and I was like, wow, you know, J-Rude the Damager actually called this dude out within the show. It was like, yo, you know, you dropping all these M-bombs or whatever. And he was, you know, not a black male, you know. And so this DJ Qbert thing is a very, very interesting subject, because we just saw a video of him saying the N-word 7 times within 60 seconds, within 59 seconds, right? We got Sylvia in the house. Shout out to Sylvia. So I'll play the clip again, because this is a very, very serious clip, you know, and we're talking about this. This is a whole nother video. So that Howard Stern was, you know, a video. This is a whole nother video where we're just talking about Q-Bert's use of the N-word. You know, this is kind of like a follow-up to the last Q-Bert thing of the All Lives Matter, Candace Owens, you know, anti-George Floyd stuff he was posting. So I'm going to click full screen. All right, full screen. All right. Wait till it goes full screen. All right. Now I'm going to click refresh. All right, so we're going to listen to this again and analyze this. So that's one N-word.
You know I was slamming now.
That's dope. Hell yeah.
Damn, you've been slamming the fucking shower. Shower? What are you talking about? I took a shower and mud. Nigga, come on, boy.
2.
I'll get you a fucking ball, nigga.
3.
Mud fucking circle. No. Come through later though. Alright. Cause scratch more what you got. We need you fought this time of fucking season. This some more. Patch up your ass, face. Hold on.
Now, in that video, he was talking about, if you guys noticed, I don't know if y'all noticed, but he was mentioning mud. He was like mentioning mud and your ass and, you know, just, you know, he's like clowning his homie, but he's using the N-word. So is that cool to y'all for an Asian male to have a black male homie and an Asian male is just like, hey, N-word, you know, da-da-da. You know, in New York, I noticed that, you know, since in New York, there's a lot more, like the whole melting pot thing, you know, there's, you know, like how you have, you know, you have Puerto Ricans, black folks, Asian folks living together, you know, different boroughs and stuff like that. You know, even on the West Coast, you know, people are cool with everybody dropping the N-word. But you know, when you come to the South and let's say you go to Atlanta and there's not a lot of, I mean, there's not a lot of diversity. There's just pretty much black folks, Mexican folks, and Caucasian folks here. You know, dropping N-bombs like that, it has a different kind of an effect to where, you know, in New York, you might see a very, you know, light-skinned Puerto Rican person that appears to be Caucasian might say the word, and then somebody that's, you know, like housing with Jay the Damager, he got offended by that. So, and he called the guy out. So, you know, this is a definitely issue to debate, and this is more of an opinion on this one. You know, this isn't just necessarily a historical thing, but yeah, my opinion on this one is that you know, I think that Q-Bert is actually literally clowning the guy and using the N-word way too many times. Just like you know, because it's like I think that, you know, a black person in that same context wouldn't have said it that many times. You know, maybe they would say it 3 times within 60 seconds, but to say it like, you know, 7 times in 60 seconds is a lot. And sometimes I've noticed that within hip hop culture, you know, if somebody sees themselves as like, you know, like people see as, you know, like since hip hop is a black art form, people that are outside of that and coming into the black circle of hip hop, like, you know, like the whole Lord Jamar thing, and in the house of hip hop, you know, I think that that people should have manners. You know, people should have manners within when you're coming to somebody's house and you're a visitor, and if you're visiting somebody and you're going over there, you know, you should have manners. You know, you're not going to put your feet on the table. You know, so yeah, that's kind of my take on it. And I think that he's you know, being very you know, pretty bigoted with that. You know, I would say it's very bigoted. But yeah, I just wanted to play that Q-Bert thing. All right, peace.
What else?
It's tragic at the end. David Blaine, Holyfield, so I got magic in these hands. And I ain't like these other battle rappers. They talk too much. Saying I can't use the N-word in this battle. My nigga, I just cut you. Hey, that shit was crazy. Let that be drink shit! Get the fuck out of here, bro! Get the fuck out of here! Let that be drink shit! Hey, we did that drink, y'all tripping, bro!
Gotcha.
Q-Bert's the game that 2 can play. If you win the most pegs, you got it made. Pretend to be cute, it suits your mood. Or pretend to be slick, the tricky dude. Or pretend to be slick, the tricky dude. Or pretend to be slick, or pretend to be slick, or pretend to be slick, tricky dude. Jump in that pyramid, dude. Pretend to be slick, tricky dude. Jump in that pyramid. Jump in that pyramid. Up and down, hit a nasty, ends around.